The 2024 United States presidential campaign is a circus, I will admit, with some hilarious candidates. We know Donald Trump can be comical, and also Kamala Harris. Not that she's a comedian or anything, just some of the things that she stands for. Let's talk about the black community. We all know that black people are not going to get anything, and we are dealing with a lot of black celebrities that are playing racial identity politics. And whenever you try to question Kamala Harris based on an issue, if you're a black person, it typically comes down to things like this.
It's real quick. But to everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quit the, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen. Stop asking a black woman to explain themselves to you or explain themselves to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a white man, then can explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining himself to you. Oh, the black, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black community. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't asking the white man to explain himself. You too scared to ask him.
To me, that's comical. The fact that I'm asking a question to a presidential candidate and you're telling me I should ask the white person when the Democratic Party has been the main party for the last 6 years for African Americans is a comedy show. It's like a circus. But then the next thing that's interesting is the illegal migration of people coming into the country. Now, illegal migration means you're coming over to a land without documentation, without a visa, things that can get you put in jail in somebody else's country. I cannot come into Kenya or Uganda without proper visas or certifications or things like that. If I am found doing so, I will be arrested. This is just the God's honest truth. But what if I told you that if Kamala Harris wins the election, there could be a legal stay for illegal immigrants, and they might be able to buy housing. That's right, with discounts on housing that you as an American citizen can't get. Let's go to the lesser of the two evils today, my home state of California.
California has a program meant to help low-income first-time homebuyers get a down payment. William Lajeunesse joins me. William, could this program soon be available to illegal migrants?
Well, Stuart, that is what Democrats are trying to ram through Sacramento right now. It's basically a program that subsidizes qualified illegal immigrants to up to $100,000 each to buy a home. So the program is called the California Dream for All program. It's created to help middle and income home buyers. Now, initially, the program required residents to be here legally, either a U.S. citizen or a legal permanent resident. But last week, Assembly Democrats overrode Republican opposition, changing that eligibility to say this: an applicant who meets the requirements for a loan under the Home Purchase Assistance Program shall not be disqualified by the agency based solely on the applicant's immigration status.
The social and economic benefits of homeownership should be accessible to everyone, regardless of immigration status.
So the program provides first-time buyers with a zero-interest loan up to 20% of a home's purchase price. On a median-priced home in California, that's about $150,000 cash up front for each buyer, with their down payment and help with closing costs. So far this year, the program cost taxpayers about $255 million to help about 2,000 buyers. The bill is sponsored by a prominent Latino rights group with close ties to Vice President Harris.
What the rest of the America needs to be worried about is the Kamala Harris-Walz administration taking these crazy California ideas and nationalizing them and taking them to the rest of the country. The country can't afford to buy illegal immigrants' homes.
So eventually, Stuart, the state is repaid with a little appreciation. It is run by a state agency that will then help the immigrant obtain the other 80% of the financing. The bill is expected to pass this week. We don't know what Governor Newsom is going to do, sign it or not. Back to you.
My guess is he'll sign it, but that's another story. William, thank you very much indeed.
So my home state of California, which in the last few years, we've been losing a lot of people to Arizona, to Texas, just because the quality of life is better and taxation is better in those states. So I guess what people are trying to do is to get more folks to come to the state. And one of the ways that they're going to do it is through illegal migration. And instead of giving the citizens of that state that pay taxes, let's give people who are illegally in the state to get a discount on housing. You even heard what the guy said, that housing should be free for all as a right, even if you're not a citizen of this country. So what's the use of being a citizen of a country when anybody can get the rights who don't even pay taxes as a regular citizen? That's California. But Oregon is even worse.
A taxpayer-funded group is offering $30,000 to new home buyers. Lauren, you cannot apply if you're an American citizen. What's with that?
Why would an American citizen apply for a taxpayer-funded program to get $30,000 for a new home? I mean, it's wild. The group is called Hacienda Community Development Corporation. They offer payment assistance in Oregon to DACA recipients, asylees, green card holders, basically any non-U.S. citizen.
Oregon is following suit with giving people $30,000 down credit. And it's the same particular Latino party or Latino group that's behind both of these things. And what that tells me is a lot of the migration crisis is coming from Latin America, Central America, or South America, however you want to say it. And they're trying to get these guys in to participate in getting housing, maybe without even having a job. And that's my question. How do you get these particular loans 20% down and then finance the other 80%? Oh yeah, by the way, with taxpayers' money, when you don't even have employment. I guess they've already figured that out already because they're not going to tell you, but they probably have jobs for them too. Good paying jobs to pay that. And guess what? In Oregon, you can't get it. You can't qualify for that. Not that I want to live in Oregon anyway, but you can't get it. And you know what? This is the most heinous thing. These are the two states to start off, and both of these are West Coast states, Democratic. What happens if this becomes federal law? Now, again, Kamala Harris is saying, listen, I'm trying to secure the border now, which is not true. But then once she gets into office, what if the border is no longer secured? And then you have these people who are coming to the country who, guess what? Don't have to pay for certain things. They're getting first-time buyer programs for homes that you and I can't get. And we're the ones that fund the tax base in the United States. Guys, this country is going to go to hell in a handbasket real quick. And if you're going to vote for Kamala Harris after seeing all of this, especially if you're an African American, when obviously these are the steps that they need to take to remove both you and me from the country, our history, no thank you, no anything, then go ahead and vote. I think it's very good for you to destroy your legacy in the United States as a tax-paying citizen, that your ancestors have fought in every war, and to be replaced by somebody who hasn't contributed nothing to the country. If that's what you want, I think that that's great. And you should be a fool and go head on and vote against your best interests. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shadu Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Fair Use. I'm out.